Welcome, ladies, to Real Talk Friday. It is February the 27th. My name is Alicia, and I am a holistic health coach who support women in creating lives that feel sustainable, nourishing, and grounded. Today, we are discussing why diets keep failing us. There's something I want to talk about, and that is dieting. However, wellness is the widely used buzzword today. Just hearing that word brings up a lot for people. Hope, disappointment, control, shame, relief, and usually a long history. Most women I know have tried more than one diet or wellness program. Some have tried dozens. And if these programs actually worked the way we were promised, we wouldn't still be here, searching, restarting, and beginning again. But we are. And the problem isn't willpower. It's not discipline. And it's not that women aren't trying hard enough. The problem is that diets ask the body to do something it's biologically designed to resist. They require restriction, and the body responds to restriction as a threat. When food becomes scarce, the body adapts. Hunger cues get louder. Metabolism slows. Stress hormones rise, which cause the body to hold on to fat stores. And an obsession with food increases. Not because something is wrong, but because the body is doing its job, protecting you. What we've learned, and this is supported again and again, is that most diets don't lead to long-term health. They lead to cycles, weight loss, regain, more restriction, more shame, and more distrust of the body. And over time, that cycle doesn't just affect weight, it affects mental health, hormones, digestion, blood sugar, and self-worth. So when someone says, I just need to get my weight under control, what I hear is, I don't feel at peace in my body. I don't trust myself around food. And I want to feel better physically and emotionally. And that desire makes sense. But chasing health through control rarely delivers what people are actually looking for. That's why I created the Empower Her journey, because I didn't want to offer another plan that tells women what to eat, what to cut out, or how to override their bodies. I wanted to create a space that helped women rebuild trust with food, their bodies, and with themselves. The journey begins with food freedom, because without it, everything else becomes harder. When food becomes less of a battle, stress begins to lower. Energy becomes more stable. Blood sugar is easier to manage. Guilt loosens its grip, and the body finally has room to regulate instead of defend. From there, the work expands into mindset, emotional health, nervous system regulation, boundaries, relationships, joy, movement, rest, and real sustainable wellness. Not quick fixes, not before and after promises. And I want to make clear, there is no guarantee of thinness, because women are meant to exist in an array of sizes and weights And the body is very capable of maintaining whatever that is for each woman. This journey provides support for women who are done fighting themselves in the name of health. This isn't about rejecting care or ignoring health concerns. It's about choosing an approach that actually supports the whole person. And if you've ever felt like diets left you more disconnected than well, more anxious than confident, or more obsessed than nourished, that makes complete sense. Because you were handed a system that wasn't designed to help you thrive. It was designed to keep you coming back over and over again and to financially drain you in the process. And I want to pause here for a moment because I know some women might be thinking, but I'm on a GLP-1 now, so I don't have to worry about all of that anymore. And I want to speak to this carefully. Medications like GLP-1s can be helpful tools. For some people, they support blood sugar regulation. For others, they create space from constant hunger or food noise. And for many women, that relief feels life-changing. But what they don't automatically resolve is the war with food. The medication quiets hunger cues, but it doesn't rebuild trust with the body. It doesn't heal years of restriction, fear, or control. And it doesn't teach you how to listen again. And this matters because when a medication is removed, the body does what the body is supposed to do. It responds. Hunger cues return. Protective mechanisms re-engage. And without a repaired relationship with food and the body, many women find themselves back in the same cycle, sometimes with more intensity than before. Some people will say, then I'll just stay on the GLP-1 medication forever. And while that may be a personal choice, it's also worth naming that most medications were never intended to carry the full weight of lifelong regulation if it can be helped. There's also the financial reality. For many women, the cost alone becomes a long-term stressor. And stress, as we know, doesn't support health either. So this isn't about being anti-medication. And it's not about doing things one right way. It's about being honest. Medication can be a tool, but it was never meant to replace your body's wisdom or your ability to experience pleasure, trust, and confidence around food. Ultimately, the goal for most women isn't to manage forever. It's to feel at home in their bodies again, to trust themselves, and to let their bodies do what it was designed to do without fear. It's the deeper work. And it's work that deserves care, patience, and support, no matter which tool you use along the way. If you want to learn more about the Empower Her journey, the link will be provided. And if you're not ready yet, that's okay too. Sometimes the most powerful first step is simply allowing yourself to question what you've been taught. If you're navigating your own relationship with food, body, or health, and you would like to learn more or join my free private Facebook group, you can find that information in the links below. and I'll see you next week right here for Real Talk Friday.